everybody. Welcome back to the Spacement. You know him as Tobias Funke, Todd Margaret, Mr. Show.
Well, I don't know.
That's not your name.
No, but
that
I'll
wasn't
take
your
it.
character name.
A lot of people would say that, though.
Yeah, right. Just yell at you on the street, Mr. Show!
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Show!
Or hey, Mr. Show, yeah.
I get, hey, Super High Me.
Yeah.
Hey, Super High Me. David Cross is here, everybody.
It's better if you don't applaud than have 4 people applaud.
There's about 7 people.
Well,
they are hard clappers, too. That was one of the bigger rounds of applause that a guest has gotten, so congratulations on that. And thank you for being here to participate in this weird experiment. All of these things have been loaded up with sativa. Do you even have a preference, or do you just go with the old, I like to get high?
No, I don't even.
He's not even high
no,
yet.
not high. Choosing my words. I don't have that ability like some people can taste wines and go, oh, this is very good, and have that kind of thing. I don't have that ability with weed at all. When I buy it, I ask if it's up or down, pretty much, and I try to go with up.
So that's sativa, generally.
All right. Well, I didn't know that.
And indica, the way you can remember it, I tell the guests this every week. Indicouch.
Yeah, indica was the first weed I had that wasn't regular. When I was growing up, in Georgia, you just get like shitty Colombian gold or Mexican, and you could smoke it and not freak out. And then indica, I remember I was like, God, it must have been like 13, 14, and had some, and I couldn't even talk, and I had to go home. And I remember distinctly like planning it out, and the TV was right by the door. This apartment, you'd enter, and then it's like you hang up your coat, and TV's right here, and then the couch on the opposite wall where everybody would sit and watch TV. So basically, when you come in, you're presenting yourself to your family. And I was so high, and I remember whatever they were watching, just trying to pretend to be normal and like it, and then spend a few beats like. It's kind of when you get really high and you're like, I got to get out of here. I don't know these people. And you're like, but I don't want to seem like an asshole. So I guess I'll, you count to 15, like, okay, that's enough time. Now I can leave. And like standing by the TV going, hey, how's it going? What's everybody watching? Whatever.
You participated?
Yeah, and then I walked to the side of the couch where the little end table was so that I would be out of their immediate view and be like, cool. All right, well, I'm going to go and hang out in my room. Then had to get my sister and like, I'm really high.
The sativa that I mentioned loaded up in all the pipes and bongs and stuff.
Are you sponsored? Is that why you're doing this?
Well, I'll tell you, we have this thing called, there's leafly.com, and it's a site where you can go and there's reviews of different strains, so you can find out.
Please. Jesus Christ.
I knew you'd be super into that. I predicted it. So this is J1, and it's a high-energy hybrid, but it's mostly, it's 419. So it's mostly sativa, but it's got a little indica in it. And my favorite review from Leafly was, had my mind flowing with creativity, it gave me a good lift in energy, and face peeled back feeling.
That's great. That's how you.
How could that be a good feeling?
That's when you're at your most
back?
Creative.
Yeah, you're most creative.
I'm so creative. I'll tell you where my head is at, and the shit that's going on in my head, and what I was able to put out there and create was I got online and reviewed it. So that's mine, man. I created that.
That's my
review.
shit right there for every several hundred people to see. Or thousands. I don't know how many people look at Leafly, but I talk about it every week. Diablo is the indica that we might not get to today. And one guy wrote, 1 hour passed by and it felt like 3, banged my head at a bus stop and didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, neither of those things are good to me.
Yeah, no, that's why you should stay away from the indica. It says, it's called Diablo, and it says Diablo may induce a feeding frenzy. So don't give it to your pet piranha. But let's smoke. It's 420. So what kind of pipe do you usually like to to use?
I can only have shit that doesn't. I don't feel like getting like no indica.
No, this is all sativa. I preloaded with sativa because most comics don't want the indica.
Yeah.
And then people on the
what
internet
do you
write, you indica, you snobs, or whatever. I'll smoke whatever's passed to me. You know how that goes.
Yes. But also, I don't have your chemistry makeup. I can't get high. There are a handful of people, you're one of them, who can get high and function and continue working. But I don't have that.
I wouldn't call it work, but sure. Still sit around thinking up jokes.
right. Which is not my forte. It's not anything I can do when I'm straight. But I like, weed for me is very particular. It has been, and I know that from experience. And we've hung out. We've known each other forever. And I'm a big drinker. I know people who can't drink as much as I can and still function properly, and that's fine. There's no. People react to things differently. It's
it happens. Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You just got to hang out with the people that are going to react the way that you want them to.
Right.
Because I hate sloppy drunks.
So do I. Hate it.
And I don't think we've ever seen each other so drunk that we were like, ugh, get away from me. It's more like.
If anything, I tend to be getting a little trouble, like troublemaker kind of thing. But
like the time there was that girl hanging out with us and a bunch of people in a room in Seattle, and you called hotel security and asked to have her removed.
Oh, that was my friend. That was Eileen.
That was your friend Eileen.
Then she left that terrible message.
They came and dragged her out of there, and with David going, "Yeah, I don't know this girl." She's like, "David, tell them you're my friend. I don't know her." It's like out of a movie where the guy's been framed and like, just tell her I was,
Yeah. And she left this long, rambling message, really angry, and then I knew she was going to be at Largo, and then I recorded it and I just played that message. It's like 2 minutes long of how she's never been so insulted in all her life, and it was humiliating, and blah blah, and re-humiliated her at the show.
I think in that same hotel, some giant potted plants got moved around.
Was that the fish thing with Zach? Was it that?
I think so.
That trip? Yeah.
You still haven't smoked yet, buddy.
I know. All right,
you gotta hit it.
I just want the minimum.
So like a small.
I would just want like a payment plan, $2 a month.
This is fun. This doesn't have much in it, and you can just.
This looks like wasabi.
I'm still trying to tackle this thing. I never do it right. So it's always fun to try and then get instructions on the internet from people how to do it.
All right. Oh, Jesus.
I almost cleared it that time, but still can't do it. I leave my finger on it for too long.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I'm gonna
thank you for coming by.
Yep.
There's a driver, right? You. Yeah, the driver will take you home.
Oh boy! All right, man. This show seems kind of stupid, but whatever. Hey guys.
Oh my God.
Are you still recording it?
That's awesome. Can we still hear what he said? He's still mic'd, right? Yeah. So we can. Yeah, let's hear what he's saying out there. If that, that's the thing about David.
They said there's more.
Oh, there's more. Yeah.
All right.
I was just going to explain that with you, that could go either way. It could come right back in, or that really was you commit to it, and just you're gone.
All right.
That's how I leave most parties. Is like say something like go like I didn't think this party would be like this, and then just leave and really go.
Yeah.
Really leave. So it's fun.
What did he think? What did he think the party was going to be like?
Yeah, probably wasn't any.
How long does this thing go for?
We go until approximately 5 o'clock. Yeah. We don't have to end right at 5, but we keep it close. Not live. We keep it tight, and it's streaming live now.
Right.
So people.
Well, now I can be president.
There was probably a lot of crazy comments on the message board when you walked up and left.
Yeah. Good.
Motherfucker just left. What the fuck? Yeah. So.
Doug, walk me through some of these wonderful new products you have here.
Well, the one that you really have to try, I think you'll be very excited about it because you travel a lot and don't like getting pinched in airports. That's like a tincture. That's what Zach Galifianakis swears by now. It's all he does. He doesn't smoke.
Really? But
stop drinking too. Have you seen him? He looks great.
Yeah. And he's lost a lot of weight too.
Yeah, the not drinking thing is great. But these are Monarch pens. They're called. You like a black and white one or a black one, and
this is electronic.
They're rechargeable electronic vapor pens. To get her going, you hit it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Beetlejuice appears. No, then you just inhale while holding it down.
What's in here? Wait.
I'll tell you. Thank God I have it written down in front of me. And by thank God, I mean it in a don't believe in him sort of way. Our friends at PharmaJanes.com sent us these vaporizers. And it's...
that's terrible.
You don't like it?
No. What is... it tastes like the fake cigarettes they give you on set.
It is a little tobacco-y today. Is there a chance there's like a mistake or something? And we got like a spliff version of this product?
That doesn't taste good.
It's just organic oil?
Yeah.
It really does taste tobacco-y this time.
Yeah, it's... Or like oregano or something. I didn't like it. All right.
David Cross, not a fan.
Well, not of that tincture, the
right, the
thing
stuff
works
that's
fine.
in it, yeah. That might be the case, but it does taste. I'm gonna try it again. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's not. It's like
he's not condemning
herbally.
the pen. He just doesn't like the stuff
like
in it.
What the choice of? So what is this?
That's called tincture, and you can put it in your beverage or just straight in your mouth if you want. But it's pretty strong. Like some people love it. It's
like
it's
THC
not really my thing.
Stuff? Or?
Makes your drink taste like you're drinking marijuana juice,
Like bong water?
Kinda, yeah. Yeah.
But will it get you high is what I'm saying.
It does for some people. For me, I think I'm just too overstimulated for that to work. But organic oil is what these are loaded with. And I think they were loaded with something different last week. But I'm starting to like it more as I keep trying it. But PharmaJanes, David's reading about it now, will deliver stuff to you. So check them out at PharmaJanes.com, like all the stuff that you need.
Do I get to take any of this home with me?
If you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything on this table is yours to keep except for my cell phone.
Oh, what about the table itself?
Yes.
Okay.
If you took this table, I'd be so happy.
Yeah.
We'd at least get in Deadline or Salon or somewhere. David Cross takes the table.
I don't think so. That's a common phrase, though. Man, that dude really takes the table.
He's a real table taker.
What is this thing? Oh, wow.
That's a really nice grinder that I just brought in today for the first time that somebody sent me. And
I can't believe the shit they get away with. This extraneous, useless, unnecessary stuff that is part of the commerce of the marijuana culture. Like, how much did this cost? This has some weight to it, and it's a fucking grinder.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do that with a fork.
Good one. You could do it with this plastic thing.
Yeah.
But
you also don't even need that.
I'm a fan. And there's a little thing you open the side and there's a hole that you can dump it out. You don't even have to touch it.
Well, what?
I mean, you have to touch it to put it in the first place, I guess.
Well,
gotta be on that.
What if you have tongs?
If you have tongs? Have some tongs. Have some pot tongs. And
that's just unnecessary, I guess.
Yeah. No, it's all. That's another grinder, but that's one that somebody put my face on it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's me.
I don't. No.
That's my. That's taken from my Doug Loves Movies logo. I think you were on the first ever Doug Loves Movies. It was called I Love Movies. I think you were the first guest.
All right.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, we were pretty tight back then.
Wikipedia it. What?
That's a Pokeball. You're gonna love this thing. It's ridiculous. When you're done with a bowl, I'm not done with this one, but close enough. To clean it out, you can just go like this, and it all comes out.
It's so
and you can do both ways.
unnecessary.
And then, wait, dude, gets even better. The bottom is rubber, so none of this stuff sticks in the bottom. I feel like this really feels like an infomercial, but none of it sticks in the bottom. You can just pour it right out. That's revolutionary.
Okay.
But you're the guy that shows up somewhere and smokes people's weed, doesn't worry about how it gets disposed of. You're just hanging out, having fun.
Yeah.
And so that product probably isn't something you need in your home.
Nobody needs it. That's my point.
I need it, dude.
No, you don't need it. It's not saving you any time. It's not saving you any effort.
It is. The pipes are hard to clean without something like that.
Well, how did they do it before this was invented?
I mean, I'll tell you, I don't really clean pipes because people give them to me all the time.
For 20 years. Before you had this, how did you clean a pipe? And tell me how excruciating and arduous it was.
It was an ordeal.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's so easy now.
You'd have to climb to the top of Machu Picchu, where they make the best pipe cleaner cotton.
Yeah. No, it's weird. It's weird,
What about
a
Barbie pin? Or, I mean, think of how many times you've just taken something, or a paper clip, and gone like that. It's been fine.
Yeah, you can...
How much was this?
You can MacGyver it, as comedians used to say.
If this is, but you don't have to, I'm not taking three things and gluing them together. You know, I'm taking a thing and going, here, this will clean my pipe. Oh, I might want to hang on to this until they invent a Pokeball.
It's like you're saying that the people who made this, they might as well be making props for Carrot Top. Because he takes things and glues them together and then
calls it something else.
A joke happens.
And also makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right, I think we.
I wonder if he just points to an empty space on the stage and says, an airplane, or, you know, like any Malaysian airline jokes. Or is that not funny to people? Is it tragic?
I think it depends on...
It's been missing for forever. Like, was there ever a chance that it would just show up somewhere?
You mean still
Hey
at this
guys,
day?
we took a wrong turn. You know?
No, I don't know.
That the families were holding out hope that they were okay, like...
Well, that's crazy.
They thought maybe they were on a desert island or something.
Or like kidnapped or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that would be better, but...
I don't know.
Are there desert islands anymore? Because of global warming and everything? I have to read the internet.
Daniel, look that up. We do a thing on the show called High History, where we just ask you about your history. You mentioned already that you were already smoking at 13.
Right.
So how much earlier did it start?
I don't think earlier. I think it was around 13. I know I was in Georgia. I was at our first apartment complex. We lived there, so it put me at about between 12 and 15. So it was right around bar mitzvah time. So
okay.
Let's go give or take 13.
Yeah, and just pretty steady ever since, or do you have like a long period of... No,
Take a second. Just some water over there.
I always sound terrible like this, especially lately. I've been
all right, well,
fighting some illnesses.
Have some more. Well, that's great. That's good news.
We were not going to share that pipe or anything. You can smoke your own things, so you don't...
I can take it home?
And if you want to do that too, yeah.
No, I don't. But what were you asking me?
So then you've smoked...
How is this even remotely entertaining?
This is the
dumbest fucking show.
I told people on the crew several things that you would say during the course of the show, and you are nailing it. I knew you would be like, why is this a show? Because people are watching it or high. They're smoking with us.
But I don't...
It's like, sit down and smoke. What would it be like to smoke with David Cross?
I get that.
That's what's happening right now.
I get that it wouldn't be entertaining. The implication is that to be entertained by it, you should be high. But...
I think you can laugh at it without being high also.
No.
But let's pick up on that topic when we get back right after this.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Sensei.
So, today is a wonderful day. I think you're going to enjoy learning about some of our ancient cultures. Now, the Orient invented what? Gunpowder, you remember last lesson. They invented water clocks. But when they discovered spaghetti, boy, was that a delicious time.
Hi, how's your weekend?
Okay, we get a mint.
Well, no, just keep it like normal interaction, same distance apart as you normally would.
Okay. Take two. Hey, how's your weekend?
It's not how you do it normally, just like this.
We've assembled an amazing team to do the GoPro show. We got John Mugar, one of our producers, who works on a bunch of stuff. He's gonna nail this job. He knows all the skill sets to make this a badass experience.
I underestimated how difficult the concept would be for both of them to pick up.
Hey, we're back for more of what we were just doing.
Let's do it.
The least entertaining thing imaginable.
Let's do it.
Just us doing this. We get Twitter questions.
Okay.
I think you'll like some of these.
Are these
I haven't read them yet,
like brand spanking new, just across?
It just happened because
Yeah.
people didn't know who was going to be on. Then it was you.
Okay.
Your name appears in space at the beginning of the show. And
Outer space or inner
outer
space?
space.
Right.
Yeah, it's beautiful. David, you said you like to drink. What is your go-to cocktail? And that dank_bowl wants to know.
I don't really drink cocktails very much. If ever.
You're a beer guy.
I'm beer and like shots, you know, or occasionally, and I like red wine, and occasionally I'll have like, well, what's left? Wine, beer, shots. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
cocktails.
but I don't really
That's
do
the whole game.
I don't get like, you know.
Vodka drink, lager drink, cider drink, whiskey drink.
Yeah, I just don't do like martinis or whiskey sours or any of those things.
Yeah, well, that stuff is, you know, I just saw people ordering a Long Island iced teas the other night. It's just like, yeah,
Delicious.
just pour a bunch of crap into one cup and drink it all,
Delicious.
and then go
Absolutely
fucking
delicious.
throw up a couple hours later. Sounds fun. This
Hey, maybe
question-
they'll get their own show. Maybe they can do that, and they can have their own show on Jash.
What's your favorite episode of Cheers? We ask everybody that one because it's important to know. Do you have one?
Boy, not off the bat, but the one where Sam and Diane, it was like, are they going to get together? And then they almost
You're
did.
right. That was one of the best ones.
That was the best one, I think.
Oh, I don't like a Would You Rather. That's another show. This is a weird question. Maybe they know something that I don't or something. They want to know if you've ever lost anything.
What?
Is that a deep-ass question? Well, have you ever lost anything? Drew
Well, if you
Courtois wants to
look
know.
at the top of my head, there's one answer right there.
Sure. Yeah, you used to have a crazy good head of hair.
Big Jufro.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I've lost.
All right. It's a fair answer. Alvin the Chipmunks question, not going to ask it. We have over 2,000 people just watching this live right now.
Okay,
That's,
sorry.
That's the number. So that's how many people you insulted by saying this isn't worth their time.
Well, they may be finding that out on their own.
Sure.
Don't
A lot of
imagine that
those
they're
could have
not, they're
bailed
not
by now.
tuning in, or clicking in, and
Yeah,
then going.
Yeah, they could take a
nap.
nap while it's on, or they
Yeah.
could walk around the house. I listen to stuff while I'm, working on things.
So you listen to streaming video of two guys getting high, talking about streaming video.
If I'm
of two
listening
guys
to
getting
the
high?
Joe Rogan Experience, yes,
All right,
but not
all
if
right,
I'm listening
fair enough.
to What the Fuck with Mark Maron. I want somebody to come on this show. Do you think you know anybody that's like, an actor or something that doesn't smoke at all and would just try it once on something like this?
I don't know if this would be the thing they'd
I
try
don't
it
think
on.
so. People that smoke a lot don't want to do it on this because they just don't. They're worried about how they're going to.
I'm surprised that I did it. I can't. The whole time I'm like, I'm not going to do it. Not like I was adamant about it, but I was like, yeah, fuck it, no. And as soon as you offered, I didn't even like hesitate. And I wish I hadn't. But you did provide a driver, so that's good.
And
And you know what? I got to say, minus these cameras, this is a pretty good high. Whatever this is, I like it.
Yeah. Let me reiterate that it's the J1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And David likes it.
It's good.
That's his review. Somebody send that into Leafly. We like to do a thing on the show where we kind of talk about the latest news, the latest pot news.
Okay.
Yeah, wait, it gets better. It's called Pot Topic.
Oh, I get it.
Hot topic.
And the first one is that, do you know about amnesty boxes?
No.
And I think you have a story that ties in beautifully with this. Since legalizing weed in Colorado in January, Colorado Springs Airport has pot amnesty boxes in the airport so you can ditch your weed before flying somewhere where it's not
brilliant.
legal.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love that idea. That's awesome. That's a great idea.
It's kind of, but then the explanation that they go on to say kind of bummed me out a little bit, because the police chief says that if you do not use the box and try to get on a plane, that they will fine you $2,500 or put you in jail.
But then
So that seems pretty intense.
Well, he's really trying to
Stop people from doing it by giving them the chance to, theoretically do it legally. Because once you're in the airport, you're in federal property, and it's illegal right there.
It seems like they're going out of their way to really help people out in a sense by going, look, you got to do this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you get caught, it's out of our hands, and sorry, but you're going to get a fine and pay $2,500.
So what happened to you?
Welcome to Obama's America.
What happened to you that one time?
Flying. Man. That was the...
I'll never forget that story.
It's one of the... I've been in a number of occasions where I couldn't believe my luck, and a number of them have to do with drugs, but this one was insanely lucky. You're talking about the one in Burbank when we were going to Vegas and Brian? Yeah. So... oh, well, you know the story already.
Yeah, right, you're telling them.
Okay. Oh, shit. All right. I was going to Vegas. There were a bunch of us, and there were like 9 of us going to Vegas, and there was at a Burbank airport, which is a very small airport. And this is pre-9/11, so they weren't like really, there's no terrorist stuff at that point. But
kept your shoes on.
Yep, kept all that. But so I had stupidly, I didn't even try to hide it. It was like, underneath the socks, and it was a nice, whatever. It was
in a carry-on.
In a carry-on, yeah. And I got through security. That was fine. And then when we got to the gate, they were just doing a random, I'd never even seen this before, random pulling people out, like, 3 out of 30 or 45 people, and doing a bag search. And they pulled me out, and I had to go.
That's really unlucky right there.
Right. That's unlucky because not only am I not going to join my friends in Vegas, but I was going to go to jail. And so the woman who pulled us out was kind of harsh and a little daunting, and I'm like, I'm fucked. I can't get out of this, and my brain is scrambling. Like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? And I'm starting to think, oh, I write on a show, and my friend Brian put it in there. He knew I was going to Vegas. I didn't even know Brian, and
Brian would be like, no, I didn't.
My head is scrambling. And she goes, go around the corner, and this woman who barely, and I mean barely, spoke any English, if 5 words, and she passes me off to her. We go around the corner from where the gate is, or where her desk is, and so now it's just me and this woman. And she takes my bag, and she's like, and I said, wait, oh no, she opens it up, and she's like, ¿Qué dices? And I'm like, oh, that's what you think it is. Like I'm cleverly not saying it's weed, in a court of law later.
Sure.
And I'm
smart.
And I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, that's what you probably think it is. And she's just sort of holding it and shaking her head, and I'm like standing there like,
yeah, whose move is it?
And then I was like, should I, you can take it. Should I just get rid of it? And she's like, yeah, you need to get rid of this. And she said in her broken English.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And I can't believe this is happening. It's taken me a while to catch up to, is she giving it to me to go? I said, because I said I'll dump it, I'll throw it in the trash. And she's like nodding her head. And I'm like, okay. and I can't believe this is really happening. So I take it and I put it in my pocket, and I went to the bathroom, and I really debated for about 15, 20 seconds. Like, can I just sneak it back in? I thought, that's for
Try again.
So I dumped it in the trash can, and I told her, I was like, yeah, I got rid of it. And she's like, okay, and zipped up my bag, and I got on the plane.
That's like.
But she was not in a position. Or see, now I'm high. I can't even tell the story. It's dumb.
People love it. It's a good story.
How do you?
But I know I
love it. Love it.
It's weird that that sort of thing, happens. That like.
Well, it used to happen. I mean, there's no way they wouldn't. I mean, now with the TSA and all those people there and everything, they don't even. That was a different world where, literally, they take you around a corner and open your bag. That was the security.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say that I fly with a lot of marijuana-related products and stuff, and everything sails right through because they're very, very intent on. Terror and not.
Well, that's good. It's not bad.
No, not complaining. Not complaining. They made me. I get to go through the line where you get. You do less. They do less checking or whatever.
Oh,
I'm probably ruining it right now. Yeah.
How do you get that?
I stopped myself from saying TSA pre because if you just fly a lot, then like your airline will of nominate you for it.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. And I think there's also ways to sign up, like you go on the internet and ask for it. But
yeah,
it's really frequent flyers. I fly a shit ton.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, me too. I mean, it's a fucking pain in the ass to go through.
Yeah, because you're really bi-coastal. You still love living in New York, right?
Yeah, I live in New York.
Yeah,
this is I'm out here because my wife's working and I'm not. So.
Does she wear the traveling pants in the family? That is the dumbest thing, but I couldn't help myself. Because that's so funny that you married her, and I've met her, and she's really nice. But it's so funny that like traveling pants is just a go-to funny title to just say in random comedic situations.
Yes,
and it's still hilarious to me. But I have that kind of like, but that's.
And you put a spin on it with the pun.
And those movies aren't terrible, as those kind of things go.
No, they're not terrible.
No. Want to play a game?
Sure.
You don't have to do any of this. It would have been a classic if,
I shouldn't have gotten high.
If you really left and never came back.
Yeah.
No, that's part of the fun is the struggle that we go through.
But that's the downside of getting high in a social setting that I don't like. Like. I
don't like to be around motor mouths, but we can hang out and be high, and it's fine.
You and I, that's fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but what you just described is what I don't. That.
Somebody will just take the mic and just won't shut up.
Right.
When you're hanging out with people that are high, and that can be frustrating. And it's called Todd Glass. We just did a show live at Largo where there's like 5 guys on stage, and Todd was one of them, and the show was 90% Todd. After he got high, because he could not stop talking. It was really,
he does
really
that
funny.
Anyway. He's already
No, he's wound up, so you get him high, and then he really.
Who else
really
did the show?
That particular one, Brendan Walsh was there, Joey Diaz, Josh Wolf. But yeah, we've done it with 5 guests 3 times, and people show up, but some of them
Largo?
freak out. Like Steve Agee, really, he didn't take to being high in front of an audience.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, but he smokes a ton, so you think, and I'm sure he's been high on stage, but the idea of getting high with an audience, he just was really, really quiet, and it was funny. It's fun to watch. It's kind of like, a hypnosis act, like some people are really funny pretending to be a chicken or whatever they're doing, and some aren't as funny, but it's just weird to watch the people that are sort of out of control. But also it shows how like every show, nothing, except for we have a magician on the show, and at the end of every show, somebody smashes a bottle on his head. Mm-hmm. That's sort of violent, but other than that, nothing happens. Like it shows how kind of docile people that are high become. Is the crowd
high?
They can arrive high, of course, but it's at Largo, so they don't want to have the whole crowd smoking their own thing.
I'm curious as to how much of the audience is high with you guys.
I bet a good deal of it.
Yeah.
a lot of it. And the ones that aren't are probably get a little frustrated that we're like sitting there.
Yeah, because they're going, what is everybody laughing at?
What's so funny? It makes things that you enjoy funnier. You know, like an episode of Mr. Show like is really hilarious when you're high, but it doesn't make things that aren't funny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It doesn't change you that much.
No, yeah.
You still keep your sense of humor. You just probably laugh harder.
It's not acid. You know?
No, it is not. Yeah. And you've had a lot of experience with pretty much everything. Mm-hmm. Is there a drug out there now that you have not tried?
Yeah, I never had
crack.
No, I've had crack.
Okay.
That was the one thing. I've talked about this on stage where I've always had prided myself on like my willpower and like I'm never going to get too deep. And I've tried so many things, you know, a couple of times and never got like that addiction feeling. Mm-hmm. And I was in London and I ended up, it was really crazy, but I ended up smoking crack with this musician guy who sang at a fish and chips place in Camden, and upstairs in his filthy apartment. There were classic dishes in the empty fish tank, you know, that kind of classic set dressing kind of crack den. And I didn't know this guy, and these two like pretty annoying women, kind of drunk, and like 50-year-old British women who were up there in the room with us, and it was so great. And I was smoking, and then and we smoked everything. And he's like, "Should we get some more?" And I'm very proud of myself for leaving, and I really wanted to stay, and I knew that if I stayed, it was going to be sun up, and you know I was doing shows in London, and I knew that my life would change for the worse. Like I could see it. Like if I fuck this up, because I'll just stay there, and who knows how long you'll be there, and then you start justifying it by going like, it's going to be a great story, man, you know, and I'm going to be like James Fry, and it's an inside joke. But
inside what?
No, it's not inside.
Inside of what
literal
space?
People who, yeah, you're right. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, that was when I walked away from. Never had it again, because it would.
That's good. Good job.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's great.
All right, well.
Don't do it.
So you're okay. Don't do it.
Don't. No, I'm telling you.
That's the lesson. Don't do it. But it is amazing.
Yeah, that's why people get fucked up on crack, and it ruins lives. It's that, you know, I look at those guys, excuse me, and I think of the people who have crocodile. You know, a drug that, I mean, how good can the high be? You know, your genitals fall off, they melt. Sorry, I'm getting all.
And with that, that's okay. We're going to get a little break right now. Last break of the show. We'll be right back.
Boots, boots, boots. Everywhere you look, boots. Hi, I'm Gail Pyle, and welcome to the Ladies Power Hour. I'm joined with Margarine here, and she's going to be telling us about boots.
That's what everyone is wearing for fall right now.
Now, we can see Renee is modeling the fashion boot. She's got the hot pink doolies there. Those are pretty sweet.
They go with everything. You have skirts, pants, dresses.
Jeggings for
jeggings,
Renee.
exactly.
She loves the jeggings. What else could these go with? Corduroys. Shorts.
Wrap dresses.
Palazzo pants. All of those you can wear with the fashion boot.
This is my mother's freezer.
That's my fax machine! Die, motherfucker!
Not the ladies' grande fashion tote!
I'm gonna fucking go fucking ballistic, mate!
we're back. That's what my shirt says, because people are asking. It says, apologies to put your hands together. That's the show that's on after Doug Loves Movies, and I say that all the time, so now it's a shirt. If you say something too many times, it becomes a shirt.
Oh, I see. I got it.
The other show's called Put Your Hands Together. David Cross, this is from Kindrek on Twitter. I'm not high, and I still enjoy watching your Right Now.
So,
yeah, I had to read it. When
I enjoy watching your
correctly.
Right Now.
Yeah. She's not high.
Okay.
So she's enjoying it. Or he, I'm sorry. Kindrek, I don't know if that sounds girly, kind of. How do you feel? You feeling good? You still high?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was just reflecting on how long-winded and meandering that last story I was telling was, and how it just sort of trailed off with no real summation.
It was kind of a summation that it was great that you trying it, but that you're very happy you didn't become addicted to it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Right. I felt like there was.
No, I think it was really. I think it was really had everything a great story should have. You wrote and directed a movie that played at Sundance.
Good segue. Very good segue.
Called Hits.
Yes.
HITS. Is it all caps or is it?
Yeah,
regular?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how can people? What do they have
I don't know. We're still. Let's take a look.
Let's run a clip. Sorry, they can't flip it up. They just keep showing scenes from Gravity. But when will it be available? Is it gonna be VOD or something like that?
I don't know. We haven't sold it yet. We're going to.
Okay, that's what I thought. You might not have a distributor at this point. James Adomian is in it.
James Adomian.
That's
Matt
Money
Walsh.
in the Bank. He's amazing.
Oh, the cast is great.
He got kind of chatty when he was on this show.
Oh, he's also a powerhouse.
Oh my God.
Chatterbox.
Yeah, he went off. And you've got a film coming out in June called Obvious Child that Jenny Slate has been on this program as well.
Yes.
She's in that movie with you. We
Well,
tried to get her to come down today.
She's the star of it, but
she's adorable when she gets high. She just gets very.
She's adorable. Period. I'm glad that she doesn't get introverted.
No, she did get kind of look off into space for a while. It was amazing. While I was taking a hit, nothing was happening, except people loving her. We get everybody high, and at the very end of the show, we make them watch a magic trick.
Okay.
So let's get Gabe in here.
Oh, that's why the cards were out there.
It's Gabe time. Yeah, he's got. His tricks usually involve cards. And
pick a card.
Okay, here we go. My chair is squeaky. I noticed it last week too.
You can, go for anywhere you want.
Oh yeah, pick a card, any one at all. He's got to start over.
Again? Yeah,
that's how long.
I just want to see him.
He lets them all go.
I just want to try to get a vibe.
That's fine.
He's gonna go through them all again. I'm pretty sure. I could do some of my plugs maybe. Saturday I'm gonna be at the Kansas City Improv. There's no camera on me though. Oh, I guess this one.
Do you want to see him from the other side? That's fine too.
Can you flip him or flip him? No, not that way, but this way. Sorry, no, not that way either. But that. There you go.
Okay.
I'm trying to do this right.
Wait, stop. Go back. Go back through the whole thing. How many cards?
I think I did
52.
it.
No, how many cards do I pick out?
Just one.
Any card.
Can you
Just pick one.
I'm sorry, just start over.
And,
I lost the.
We've got
the
1
feeling.
minute. I'll be at Good Nights in Raleigh, MC it says here, on Thursday, April 10th.
Wow, times are tough. You're emceeing at
Yeah.
Good Night Charlie's.
MC at Good Nights. Yeah, they dropped the Charlie's.
One back, though.
Okay.
One back in that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, take it out. All right. Memorize it. Are you happy with that one?
I haven't even looked yet.
Adam Carolla,
I'm not happy with
Show
this
it to
one.
this camera.
I'm not happy with it.
Okay,
Let's-
okay.
Adam Carolla, Patent Troll benefit, Redondo Beach Performing Arts Center tomorrow night. Can we put a thing on the screen that gives a website or something? Now what's happening?
He wasn't happy with
I wasn't
that
happy
card.
with it.
Oh, okay. We're trying to find another one.
Let's try this one.
This one?
One back. Nope, two back, sorry. Yeah, that one.
Okay, go for it. Memorize it.
Sorry, man.
How differently do you think this would play out if you weren't high right now? Like, is the weed doing this?
I didn't like that one either. Okay. It's so close to the other one. You know, obviously I can't tell you what it is. Hey, Ann, can I grab this one? But that was it was literally same suit, two things.
Weed doesn't even stop you from fucking with magicians if that's what you do.
I have a bumper sticker that says that, right?
We're so close.
He definitely wins the prize for making it hard on Gabe.
Yeah. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Got it?
Card I like.
Most people get a little bit more like.
Can I show it or what?
Yeah, show it to this
easy
camera
to
over
manipulate.
Here,
I want to see it too. Okay.
Isn't it good I held out? Let me tell you what the other one was.
He held out for a good one.
I don't think it matters if I know what the other one was.
Those are both stupid cards.
Don't say anything.
I won't say a word. No, I feel bad that I've been involved.
You know what, Gabe? I'm not even going to watch you do whatever you do to make the trick work, and then I'll turn around.
That's fine. I'm going to use this card, the bullet card, the Ace of Spades.
You're going to use it to do what?
You'll see.
Oh my God.
I'm going to set it down here. David, I'm not normally a violent person.
Okay.
Jesus.
But I'm actually going to make a gun out of the cards. I'm going to load the bullet card into the gun.
Okay.
On the count of 3, I want you to say fire. 1, 2, 3.
Fire!
Oh, Jesus. That was close.
That was the card
That's the card right there.
That earlier.
Not the 3 or the 5.
That was the card. Wait, you're one card short, Gabe. Your deck isn't.
I'll Ricky J you.
Nice.
Not too bad. So.
Is there a medical supervisor on the set? Is there a medical supervisor on the set?
Yeah.
Are there cough drops?
He has cough drops.
Are there throat lozenges?
He has them.
Is there?
You could have some vitamin.
Med alert!
Emergency. Do you want some emergency?
No. Emergency.
Is he flying in with it?
Why is he so far away?
I don't know what's taking so long. Do you have? Oh, he's got a little kit.
You have a. I got too high weed.
He's got a packet of things. If you need some Tums or something.
Cough drops.
Just a cough drop for Mr.
Hurry! Thank you.
You're welcome.
Delicious. Honey eucalyptus.
Thanks, medic.
You're welcome.
Wow.
That was fast.
Oh.
Good mint.
It's a honey eucalyptus.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
That was fun.
It got fun at the end.
Sure. That's where you want it to be the most fun.
I didn't say most. I just meant
it got there.
It initially.
Yeah. Okay. I'll settle for a movie that does that. Which one am I? Oh, there you are. See you next Wednesday. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/Doug Benson.